We got Colorful in the blue trunks, bottom left-hand side. We got FoCuS in the yellow upper right. And we are on Last Refuge.
And that is Demon Hunter and Talon home turf. Normally, usually the way this works in these tournaments is the first map is predetermined, and then the two teams can seed their players onto it, which means that Hype Boy should have been expecting Colorful here. It's very, very likely that a Night Elf will be seeded here with this map being so strong for Demon Hunter nowadays. So FoCuS came in prepared. He knows what to expect, and I'm eagerly awaiting what that's going to be.
Yeah, I think it's also a smart seed by Hype Boy. FoCuS with Lin together, top 2 in Orc versus Night Elf. You really don't want to seed a Korean Night Elf versus Colorful. It just seemed to be he's the kryptonite of Lawlion and Moon respectively. So I definitely agree with the choice of the boys. And we got the Blade Master, we got the Demon Hunter, we got an early shop as well. So far, so standard.
I have a new obsession with Scout Peons, Neo.
Oh.
So,
I almost didn't notice that yesterday.
So let's see what this one's up to. In case you guys missed it, I am always saddened when I see the Scout Peons dying. I feel like Orcs should prioritize more, trying to keep them alive. Yesterday there was a bit of a slaughter of Scout Peons, unfortunately. Confirms the hero, sees the Demon Hunter. This was 99% the chance anyways, but now FoCuS knows, and what's he doing? He is not going for an early shop, I mean instantly to have the salves, but rather goes into the middle, goes for the circlet, and might be aggressive right away.
Yeah, now that he's not witnessing a keeper creeping, he goes for the aggressive. Windwalk Blade Master takes a sidestep at the High Priest though. It takes one of the consumables away, while the Demon Hunter is obviously creeping with Immolation, as one does if you're a Demon Hunter. And is he in time for the burn? Oh, there was no mana burn. Could have skilled it, could have gotten it. Colorful maybe a second too slow here.
Yeah, FoCuS almost messed it up, dude. He messed up the creep. You can see that the priest was casting Inner Fire. Makes it a lot harder to do, so slight little mistake, but he wasn't quite punished. Yeah, you mentioned the mana burn. Most of the time, it seems like Night Elves nowadays are skipping the burn. I'm not sure if I feel that that's better, honestly.
On tier 1...
Look at the Scout Peon, Neo. He was still alive, and now he's still buying time, because he didn't die at the beginning.
Yes. Wonderful. These 3 seconds can make a difference, as FoCuS once again in a fire on the High Priest. Something seems off, but hey, gets the reward and the experience anyway. Replenishment potion, double sentry ward. So he covers the north to see if Colorful is stealing experience away from him, and he's covering the south as well.
Yeah, I like that. Good play. Oh, and when he doesn't see him there, he knows the Blade Master he must be here. Pretty big risk by Colorful trying to go for this camp. Does he have a dust? Wait, is he just gonna get stolen here? What?
Big mana.
That was Sloppy City. What was that, Colorful?
Yeah, I mean, Colorful is a great player, Remo. I'm not sure if you're aware, but he got to work on his macro decision making, creep routes especially, and now also his dust inventory.
Yeah, that's kind of a disaster. Lost both the experience and the item. Was the dust out of stock in the shop?
No.
I'm not sure if it was, but if it was, then you have to have a wisp at the lab for the reveal. What? And he's doing it again? Ooh. Oh, okay, FoCuS messes it up as well, though.
Gets
at least one.
Yeah. Man, but he's level 2 and a bit, still half HP. Demon Hunter stuck at level 2.4 at the 4.5 minute mark. That's not where the Demon Hunter wants to be at that stage of the game. Gets a little assistance from that Trapper. Critical strike as well. Archer goes down.
Yeah, this is the perfect early game for FoCuS. Absolutely wonderful position for him. Sees the Demon in the north. Sees the Demon wants to go to the green camp, probably, for the circlet there. FoCuS now with an opportunity to either try to punish this or do something else with the grunts. He's at the tavern. Wait, what?
What?
He's trying to surround the tavern hero, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
There we go. Triangle set up. Ooh, close affair. TC is the weapon of choice. And now the last hits by Colorful are pretty good. And FoCuS standing in the fire, getting burned.
Colorful getting a decent recovery here. Still a good experience for him, but not quite level 3 yet. And that is a bit of a concern. With the TC coming out, I guess we won't be seeing a fast expansion or a tier 2 expansion, because normally for that we see the Shadow Hunter play. So it looks like FoCuS just wants to play it straight up 1 base.
with Shockwave and Radar Walker. And he's still got some time to get this online, get the Blade Master to 3. Moving across the map, still has the vision, knowing that Colorful isn't busy with anything. And his second hero is very, very late, but the Beastmaster's here summons the Quill Beast immediately and off into the Orc base.
That's what we know since time immemorial. But since he's a bit too late, he's actually going to go for the merchant creep here. That's pretty cool. He's going to get this consumable. And he gets the big heal potion. Oh, that's the best item he could have gotten. Wonderful drop right there. TC sees it. Perhaps a bit too late.
Could have stolen it with a Shockwave if he decides to go for it. But now there's a little bit of a problem where the TC, such a mana intensive and impactful hero, cannot be stopped by mana burn. In the long run, this is a problem. And FoCuS getting 2 claws in a row.
Trying to speed scroll and boost. Might be able to save the grunt. And yeah, taking this item away is also a big deal. I like the play so far by FoCuS. Might cost him 1 grunt, but I think that's okay. Grunts will be transitioned out soon anyways. And yeah, you mentioned the mana burn. Exactly. I've seen a lot of Night Elves not even go for the Tome of Retraining late game, which seems very weird to me.
Well, if you can get a myriad of heal scrolls, that might be working out. But not a big fan, per se. TC creeping wasn't that effective just yet. He still has the lab, the mercenary camp, the natural expansion, and of course the rat spots for him. On the other side, Colorful still working on the tier 3, is not playing aggressive talents at all. And we got a little bit of time here. Thank you Pocket Factory for the 10-month resub and Butt Crumbs for sub number 170.
Thank you, thank you. Butt Crumbs back at it again.
He is. He ain't stopping. Ooh, backstab.
Finds the movement. Oh, he did. Or he TP.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think letting him die is the right call. Only level 1. And look at the Demoner. If he had mana burn here, he could have burned this Walker already. But no burn, no way.
Exactly. And now the Beastmaster can't creep. The Demon Hunter has to step away. Yay. Arm was already in the air for the ensnare. And that is the save rat spot.
That was a little dicey. Colorful, not with the easiest early game here on map number 1. But of course the talents don't shine early, they shine later. So this is still doable, this is still playable. FoCuS Red Camp, what does he get? Hood of Cunning. It's okay. Blade Master sporting some good bone stamp.
Oh yeah. Plus 17 already. Level 3 for the Demon Hunter, okay, but the Beastmaster is still bent. There's no Tinker to be seen. And talents only now reaching Master. This is not ideal at all. FoCuS with big advantages and a Mana Stone.
Oh. Wait, where'd the big mana go?
I think he used it on the blade to kill the Beastmaster.
Ah, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, true. Late at the shop, going for the healed scroll. These items are going to be crucial on both sides.
Did the Blade Master steal Invul and heal scroll from Colorful's shop?
He sure did. There's more available in the other shop. Picks up the heal scroll right there. Blade Master sees it all. He sees healing, but he's not level 3 yet. If a fight should break out here, the level 2 Shockwave will be missing, but then again, the talent numbers are very low. I think I would like FoCuS to take a fight here, but it seems like FoCuS doesn't want to.
Working on another burrow, and then he can push up into 60, and with home turf advantage should be an easy defense. Level 1 Tinker and Beastmaster, these summons really not too strong, and once again, we gotta mention it, lack of mana burn.
Players' forces are under attack.
Calm before the storm. Hello! You there? Oh, my Discord is acting up again. And Discord seems to be offline at the moment, at least for me.
And we're back.
And we're back, yeah. Right on time for the colorful push. Crow form save. Nice touch.
FoCuS being very patient. He's waiting for Colorful to over-engage, perhaps into the burrows, and then take the fight. Maybe? I think he doesn't have Berserkers. That's the issue here for him, I guess.
Alright. Oh, the Beastmaster. TP down, Shockwave. And one more kill. And Mana Drain. Easy defense for FoCuS.
Yeah, nice move. TP force, Talon killed. Now he can heal, and he can open up the Merc camp and finally get the Berserkers. I like the play here by FoCuS. Very patient, taking his time, not taking the bait, and luring Colorful into a bad position.
Yeah, exactly. He's not running around the map with a knife between his teeth. Taking it calm, collected, good decision making. Boots of Kel'Thalas.
40 Agi, baby. Let's go.
40. Yeah, that's pretty sick. He also gets level 3 Torrent Chieftain. He still got the big Mana Stone. If FoCuS doesn't win this, I don't know. There's either colorful magic or a big blunder happening.
Agitome. Give me another. Give me another one. Double titles. Alright. He's not skipping Berserkers though, is he? Like, I am befuddled by the lack of Berserkers so far.
Remo is listening. It takes some time for your advice to reach South Korea.
Yeah, light speed, not fast enough. We need to pump it up a notch.
Gotta pump it up. Okay, how many heal scrolls do we get now? 2. Against the TC full mana, no mana burn plus mana stone. Is 2 heal scrolls enough?
I don't know, Kev. But the Raiders here are already hurt. Demon Hunter trying for the steal, doesn't get it. Oh, Legion Doom 1. That's a great item, dude.
Yeah, movement speed always appreciated. This Shockwave.
That was a bit weird.
A little hasty.
He was next to 20 units and managed to hit only 1.
Yeah, well, if FoCuS has the same spikes that I have, that is definitely understandable. TC is surrounded, trying to fight out now. Raiders, really weird positioning here. Distraction by Colorful with Demon Hunter and Tinka. Raider already hurt. He has 2 heal scrolls though, needs to be on the ground for that. Oh, the Walkers far outside that fight. Ooh, FoCuS botching this a little bit.
Juicy, pump it up. Yeah, I don't know about this TC surrounded. This is costing him a lot of talents, but I guess he's also getting some kills in return. Demon Hunter is level 4. He is strong, but so is the Blade. Looking for more kills. He really, really wants that TC though.
Yeah.
He must have done something to him.
Well, he threw some shockwaves. They was probably hurt. Here's the heal scroll.
Dude, he's just eating these shockwaves.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's sort of working. A lot of units are very hurt by FoCuS. Needs to rotate them out, bring back the healthy units. But once the Talons are out of mana, which is soon, yeah, it's gonna be slobber knocking time.
Yeah, use the Mana Stone for that. There's more shockwaves coming. FoCuS, gotta play it careful. Switching the target a little bit. Oh,
Kaboom.
wow! And now the Demon Hunter is here to clean it up because there's not much Cyclone anymore. 210 critical strike. But the big escape on FoCuS on the right-hand side. He needs some heal waves. And wait a minute. TC.
Oh, is he finally gonna get him? Finally?
It's trying to pop him out, but now they're both stuck.
With Spirit Link, he is pretty tanky. Trying to get him out now with a Disenchant. And now FoCuS really has to run. The bonus move speed here is very good. Speaking of move speed, here's the speed scroll even faster. Now Colorful must pressure. He knows FoCuS needs time now to heal up. This is where Colorful has to double down. Because this was not a good exchange for him.
Yeah, this must be an all-in. He was 15 supply down. He's also floating 800 gold, almost 900. Trying to make a run to the shop. FoCuS 300 gold, can go for a heal scroll and an invo potion. But guess what? No cement upgrade. These burrows looking very nice, but they're all gonna be dead. Well, they never live. Destroyed then.
Yeah, all of a sudden, not looking bad for Colorful. He is sort of low mana though. That heal scroll for FoCuS could be huge. He was able to heal up a little bit, but he only has a single heal scroll. Shockwave comes in nicely. Oh, and the Talon's taking a lot of damage right away. It's gonna be a TP out. Colorful doesn't want to take this fight.
Yeah, the Raiders also connecting for the first time. Blade Master getting +2 kills to the menu. And now FoCuS is in the lead again. Colorful can easily rebuild, can make a trip to the shop. That shouldn't be a problem. FoCuS is supply blocked at 58, not ideal, but can spend his resources on healing. Wonder if there's heal salves available, because he's not using them at the moment. Ah, there we go.
Yeah, definitely needs those. So got the heal scroll on the blade. Colorful. Honestly, in the top left, I felt like that was a bad engage. But he's kind of in a decent position. He's still at 50 supply, which is where you want to be as Night Elf. And you want to keep the pressure up as well. You don't want to give FoCuS too much time. You don't want him to get to 70 supply. You don't want him to get to like 3 Berserkers to have all that piercing damage. So Colorful wants to step on it.
Ooh. We got 5 gifted subs by Ra. Thank you very, very much. Almost sounds like the Bloodlust sound there, the nickname. Lovely. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, in we go again. Talon's taking a lot of damage from the burrows and the shockwave. The Blade Master's right behind them. Colorful again engaging hard into this. I mean, we can't blame Colorful for being timid this game.
No,
but maybe it's a bit too much.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. He has the shockwave. He has more mana. Must have been a potion. The clarities were definitely running. Talon's trying to maneuver onto the high ground with the Pocket Factory blocking. But in every engage, it's getting better for FoCuS when it comes to Raider engagement. Another end snare leads to another kill. Right-hand side, these walkers are hurt, but so are the Talons. Colorful is diving deep. 41 supply only. Invo potion on all heroes. Blade Master 200 critical strike. Heal potion. Is that the last-ditch effort by Colorful? He's trying to run away, but good luck versus Shockwave and Raiders.
And once the Demon runs out of mana, which is right now, the damage drops substantially. But Colorful is... dude, I'm amazed. Like, he's suiciding in so many talents, but it's kind of, sort of working.
I'm so happy that I'm not casting with Slash right now.
Oh, Beastmaster. What's he doing? Pretty deep.
Ooh, end snare, reposition. In the meantime... Oh, is he staffing back in time? Looks dicey. Town Portal forced. Finally get some Dispel out. And now, for the first time in a long while, Colorful got the supply lead. What the hell?
How is this working? It
I
doesn't
don't
seem
know.
like it should be working.
Absolutely not. Like, look at the items, look at the army. Everything is working so well for FoCuS, and then they fight and everything is even or even in Colorful's favor.
Yeah, it's pretty stubborn play, but he's struggling with healing right now. He has to go for the Moonstone. It's going to be a bit of regen, but of course he doesn't have Wellspring, so it's limited. And recovery, normally always difficult for the Orc, but also now proving to be hard for Colorful. And the thing is, FoCuS, he didn't get that many kills, perhaps, or maybe not that much creeping, because the TC still isn't level 5.
Yeah.
This is where oftentimes late game really swings around, especially when there's no mana burn. Speaking of which, I wouldn't mind to see a Tome of Retrain.
I wouldn't mind to see a little appreciation for Butt Crumbs with the gifted subs 171, 172, 173, 174, and 175. Thank you very much.
Boggies. All right, here we go. Next round.
Let's
Colorful.
go. Gloves are
Eager.
off. Mana potion bought. And Blade Master is here. Is it time for the big red numbers? Just not right there. Shockwave.
Whee!
What the double kill.
The artillery TC working out pretty well, but also loses a walker. FoCuS has mostly played a good game, but few little mistakes here are noticeable. It's of course very hard to control this army perfectly. Catches the fairy dragon, going for the Demon right away. Doesn't have an invuln on him, by the way. Wait, is there no TP?
There is no TP.
Colorful doesn't have a TP here.
Absolutely not. Balls to the walls. We got a level 5 Blade Master. Didn't decide to go for a skill yet, but Critical Strike 3 will be the choice very, very soon. And TC
Oh my
is
god,
following
the
in
shockwave!
Oh boy, there is one more heal scroll and no more shockwave. The TC needs mana.
He's got it now. 90 mana is available. Needs a Spirit Link though to protect himself. He really wants the TC. He wanted the TC this whole time. I don't think he's gonna get him.
Heal scroll, he can't pop him out because the Blade Master's once again high up in the air.
No
Colorful,
way.
magnificent play in this matchup. Unbelievable, but how many units can he save? There's still a Blade Master critting for 236 now.
No way.
These talents, they're all falling. Demon Hunter, double level up for Beastmaster and Tinker. Everything's falling for FoCuS. What a disaster. He can't strike. Level 5 on the Demon.
What?
FoCuS taps out the resiliency of Colorful. What the hell? Against all odds, sick game. Map 1 goes to CEL.
How the hell did he win that game? Let's be real, he was not supposed to win that game.
Absolutely not.
I think one big issue was FoCuS didn't prioritize the Berserkers enough. You really want to stack up on them over and over. He cleared the Merc very late. I think that was the biggest mistake he made. But that's sort of it with big mistakes. Like, he took a lot of these fights quite well. Could have been done a little bit better. But again, it's so damn hard to micro that army perfectly.
You could argue that having these 4 burrows clumped up is a liability, I guess, because they were just destroyed in no time, and he had to rebuild them over and over. And that really, really hurt him. Colorful identifying this early on. But yeah, apart from that, that game almost went perfect.
Dude, he had 42 agi.
Yes, I know.
But all that agi don't do much when you're up in the air, I guess.
Not really. But he also had invul potions, man. It's really weird. We are on the way to a level 4 hype train, by the way. Thank you, Agurton, for the 5 gifted subs. It looks like the Easter bunnies are in chat tonight.
Thank you, guys. I can't believe he tried to surround the TC in the first fight. Like, that is so clearly not the right call. But somehow it worked out. That game was almost magical. Somewhere, a wizard came into play and pulled a rabbit out of a hat. I still don't get how he won that game.
It's an Eastern miracle, Remo. It was Colorful's big ascension on the upper left-hand side. That felt like a botched fight by both of them, to be honest. FoCuS's army position also super weird when he was at one of his strongest moments there.
Yeah, FoCuS, he kind of microed too much with his groups. You know, when the units were getting hurt, he pulled back the whole group, wasting a lot of damage uptime. When, of course, you want to micro the low HP units out individually. Again, it's very easily said, very hard to do perfectly. Playing Orc versus Night Elf in the Talon matchup is some of the hardest micro in the whole world. So hard to pull off. And it was close, dude. If like 1 or 2 more shockwaves and he wins that game. But he didn't quite have enough mana despite all those items.
Unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate by FoCuS, but at least he knows that for the majority of this game he was able to hang with Colorful. And Remo, the next map is gonna be a whole lot different because it's Twisted.
Oh yeah, we love Twisted. In the past, no orc in their right mind would have ever chosen this map because it's very complicated to play here against Keeper expansion and stuff. But nowadays they're much better against Keeper Expo, and it's a bit easier without Ultravision. And most importantly, this is a bad map for Talons.
Oh, absolutely. The map is far and wide open. The Raiders can easily get a connection to the spellcasters, and then they wreck them. Saito22 GER, thank you for the 2-month resub. Crazy game, thanks for the great cast and content. Less than 3. Kind words, much appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you. Colorful though, sticking to his guns. I like it. He's not going Keeper here. Despite the Keeper being much better, he's like, screw it! Live or die by the sword. Just like a samurai. I know it's not a sword, Neo. I know it's a glaive. Shut up. It's a good quote, though.
Dude, I wouldn't have even known. I wouldn't have corrected you. I'm fine with that. You gotta argue with Twitch chat, not me. I got some tolerance for mistakes like that. Because I don't really care.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, Twitch chat. Go and complain. Test me. Test me. I got the timeout button ready.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And Remo's timeouts last a lot longer than all other timeouts in the Back to Warcraft universe. Can we?
Peon pull.
Yep.
Didn't get purged though, so I think he should survive. Yes, little peon! Run and live.
It's so funny how much emphasis you put on this peon scout. And rightfully so in Warcraft 3, it's a lot about details. Like this. Blade Master moving to the left-hand side, creeping some items. Shop is coming a little later. No fast tech or anything, just creep craft.
Yeah, especially on this map, especially when you see a Keeper peon scout for the expansion. Scouting is very, very important. But of course, it is not a Keeper, so that greatly limits the likelihood of expansion play. Normally with Demon Hunter on this map, we see bears by the Night Elf. And most of the time, I feel like bears are kind of trash. But somehow on this map, they sort of work.
They do as long as there's not 7 Kodos that eat all of them. But then you can also dodge the fights, go for Zeppelin drops where bears kind of shine. Ooh, lost it. A little unlucky, but got it now. Demon Hunter a little late to the party. Yeah, it's really hard for me to find a Night Elf army composition on this map versus Orc that really works. Like Talons, we talked about it. Way too exposed, Raiders wreck them. Bears can be countered by Kodos in the long run. Also, Walker's pretty good against them. And what's left then? I mean, Mass Dryads, I guess, but that's not an ideal army either.
Yeah, honestly, I think everything sucks as far as units go. You have to rely on the heroes, I think.
Yeah.
You gotta get a fast level 4 Demon Hunter, and also a second hero, most likely Keeper, and maybe even a third hero. But I really agree with that sentiment. You can't trust the units. They be trash on this map, so it has to be the heroes. But the issue is, it's not that easy to power creep on this map.
It's very easy to support back to Warcraft, though. Thank you, Fleshless1887 for the 23-month resub. And of course, Buttcrumbs is back with the gifted subs 176, 77, 78, 79, and 80. 5 more gifted subs. Amazing. Also, R&D Rin with the 2-month resub. Complain, he says. Well, yeah, of course, you can use those subs to complain as well.
Makes me think of Slash for some reason.
Dude, did you hear that? We're playing Creep Camp League and he wasn't participating for a long time because he didn't feel like it, right? So he was only casting the games, and this season he said, I'm back! I'm coming for you boys! I'm gonna be back in Creep Camp League! Then there was a seeding on Thursday night. Slash getting seeded with 4 Night Elves in the group. Quits the league. That's so funny.
Oh, yeah, good times.
Blademaster got the Scourge Bone Chimes. That is also absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, this is a wonderful find. Going to be amazing throughout this whole game. Great scouting, by the way, by FoCuS. The fact that the Grunt was in the north, scouting for the shop creep, and him being able to creep jack there and steal the item and the experience, that's a big deal. We mentioned before how important the hero levels are going to be. And the Demon Hunter, yeah, he's close to 3 now, but honestly, would love to have more and also some better items. He's got some items, but they're, you know, kind of mid.
Yeah, little damage, little tankiness, it's all fine. Maybe he can do something with the staff. It's once again Beastmaster, and we see wins again, Remo. No bears, but talons.
Playing talons on this map. All right. Here's a Shadow Hunter. Gotta be careful now with the Hex. We see it first right here. Avacadabra. Yeah. FoCuS hasn't scouted this, though. Maybe he's not expecting it.
Well,
if FoCuS knew, he should just expand. Like, it should be so easy to play an Expo against Talons here.
he saw the Beastmaster. So what's the use of a Beastmaster if not for talons?
Yeah, I guess with the Showdown you can expand regardless, whatever strategy you're facing. Because right now the Hex timing is super strong, the Ensnare and the Purge will be super strong for the early tier 2 stage as well. You want to utilize that strength and invest into the expansion to have the late game on your side. It's very hard to prevent that for the Night Elf, especially on big maps. And this right here, it's quite a big map.
Oh man, I'd love a 40-minute classic right there. Thank you, Buttcrumbs, for 2 more gifted subs to Matt and to Jabba. Buttcrumbs lick you. So, big question here, who will eat rotten fish? We have no walkers this time, but Shaman. There was a Witch Doctor queued. I think he cancelled it though.
Yeah, I like the Witch Doctor on this map a lot, but I feel like it's a bit too early. Don't need it right now. Right now, the number of purges you have is very important, especially against the Quills. It's almost a one-shot on the Quill Beasts. It's 400 damage against 425.
That's true.
Works out nicely.
They can't one-shot anti-magic shell anymore though. Sag, there we go. And easy XP. Wow, these summons really do no damage. It's pathetic, but gets it in the end. Thank you, calculating.
I gotta hear Slash ringing in my ears.
No. He shall not be named anymore. Thank you, Kelthu, for the 19-month resub, and Cubic for the 6-month resub. Welcome to your new, congrats to your new sub badge.
Thank you. Alright, Colorful creeping up. He finally got the level 3. But yeah, the peon is moving north. He's setting up the expansion. and this was very predictable. Blade Master got the level 3 himself. The Sobi on him is really cool to have all that mana. And how the hell is Colorful gonna counter the expansion? That's what I want to know. Tell me!
Yeah, Remo, in our dual casts, you always raise these hard-hitting questions. I don't know. I'm all with you. FoCuS in a phenomenal position, but he was in a phenomenal position on map 1, and Colorful made it work, so he plays this with a plan. I don't know if that's a great plan, but in his mind, it's working somehow.
My assumption would be he has to counter expand and hope to not get Raider lamed to death.
Well,
That's perhaps the way to do it. But in general, it seems to me like this is a really bad map for Nidalee versus Orc nowadays. Which in this format, with a counter pick, is quite nice for the Orcish boys.
Exactly, and on the opposite side, you have Amazonia to work with, so it's all fair and dandy. Expo coming up, Fortified is there as well, and Colorful going for a second base himself, but he's facing some pressure. Blade Master in the base, you got a Talon already, this might be number 2.
Pillage being the usual 60 seconds late, Orc classic. So guess what, Colorful is actually going to get the Expo cancel as it seems. That's pretty good, but it's going to come at a price.
Everything comes as a price. We got a level 5 hype train, by the way. Amazing! Thank you, guys. Not as amazing as that this building gets torn down, but in the meantime, he's suffering as well. Moonwell down, Talon down, 3, 4 Serpent Wards in his face.
Yeah. Why is it FoCuS fighting here? With all these Serpent Wards? It's lacking a heal scroll. Okay.
And that is time for Colorful's Expo.
Yeah, I think FoCuS was just a bit too slow. If that run by or that base attack had hit like 15 seconds earlier, he could have really threatened that TP home early. Maybe even go for the Tree of Eternity. But all of a sudden, dude, Colorful's got his own expansion coming. He got the cancel. This is looking surprisingly playable.
Watchtower number 2 and 3. Oh, staff action. FoCuS has to cancel them immediately. Nice. Plays a Dota Tinker almost. Absolutely fantastic play by Colorful.
You know, the Tinker's like, please don't catch me. Please don't catch me. Please don't catch me. I'm just here sightseeing.
Yeah, he actually didn't do much now. Industrialization at the upper left, but there's a Purge, and there's a Blade, and there's a Net, and there's a Knife.
Much must be risked in war, including the life of the Tinker. But he bought some time, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, he'll be back, fitting for the Easter theme. Only level 1, not the biggest deal. And a 350 donation by Knusperhoden. Can't stop to support. Always makes me smile seeing your name, Mr. Knusperhoden. Thank you.
Thank you indeed. I am really surprised that this is all of a sudden looking so good for Colorful. For a little while there, it looked like FoCuS was in the perfect way to play, you know, that expansion game, but everything was delayed so much. And if we think back to how he crept this, I think the timing was the issue, right? When he crept the natural, it took like at least 40 more seconds for the peon to show up there for the expansion. You want to have the peon there right away to build the town hall instantly. Like, you only need 2 shaman, maybe even only 1 shaman. I feel like FoCuS there didn't quite prioritize resource spending and expo timing enough.
That was a sick crow form dodge there by Colorful, by the way. Town portal home, of course, but unit saved. And he got a spell shield, which is super helpful against Hex.
Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. You can trigger it though with Purge manually, right?
Yep, maybe, yes, I don't know.
Yeah. I think you should be able to. Maybe we'll see. But you don't always think of it. Blade Master saw the Tree of Life. He's got 3 Raiders. Is that enough damage? No Nature's Blessing, so maybe.
Colorful seems to be okay with trading or not. Going home. Lightning Shield applied against the incoming repair. Here is Cyclone now. Needs to get it high up in the air. Berserker's down immediately. FoCuS has to get this base. Blade Master up as well. Grunts are suffering, but the damage still sufficient. The Serpent Ward's MVP. And that was a surgical strike by FoCuS, but not without cost.
Yeah, that's the issue with counter-expanding for Night Elves. It's really hard to protect those expansions because the Raider hit and run can be so effective. Some rewards indeed. Looking very good. Cost him a grunt, but easily worth it. And now FoCuS is going to have his expansion ready very soon. And this one is looking mighty secure.
Exactly. 3 towers plus the burrow plus cement upgrade. This is great. Colorful now with another counter expansion in the upper right-hand side. FoCuS's items, by the way. Subi Mask, Lionhorn, Vamp Aura, Big Mana. It's pretty insane.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. In terms of Blade Master damage, it's not that much, but everything else is fucking nice.
He's getting caught. Shadowhunter going for the town portal. Ring around the cage. Another kill. But it could have been worse.
And now that we have lots of talents and lots of Cyclone, the single target dispel from Purge is not sufficient anymore. To actually take fights, you either need a huge supply lead or walkers. And for that reason, FoCuS doesn't want to take a fight yet. But might be forced to. Colorful pushing against the Expo. FoCuS could just counter attack.
Into the main. He is. Okay. That will take a lot of time. Cyclone on the repairing peons. Interesting to see that. And FoCuS is still in the Congo line in the middle of the base. This is 2 towers down. This is 3 towers down. But he finds the upper right-hand side expansion, and now we go into the base.
Colorful will be forced to TP home soon. Question is, does he have the time to take out the Great Hall? Maybe he doesn't. FoCuS going for the Moonbells first. Should probably go for the Tree of Eternity, though. I think he has to threaten the kill on the big tree. Otherwise, the expansion is falling. No, it will survive anyways. Colorful TP's home, and FoCuS will run again.
Can't run against Cyclone, though. Not dispelling. Whoops, that's a weird position now. Lightning Shield on the talents, level up to double level 4. But everything's still so hurt for FoCuS.
Rocket Factory also still doing damage across the map. Not the worst position maybe for Colorful. He's double expanding. One of them should be able to finish. And FoCuS smartly just playing the hit and run.
Tinker is back at the expansion of FoCuS. Here's the Pocket Factory. Off we go. Very, very weird game now. A lot of multitasking required. And on FoCuS side also. Oh, colorful! That was a guaranteed surround. Lets it slip. Needs to go for a second time. And that means the tree will fall once more.
Pocket Factory is working out really well here across the map. The Great Hall isn't quite destroyed yet, but might be soonish.
I think he can salvage this. Little bit of repair. Tinker almost getting trapped by creeps. Whoops. But alright. 2 base, about to be up again. And more towers.
Here's the Witch Doctor. This is gonna be a big help. Oh, Tinker getting caught with the Hex, but the rest of the army is here. FoCuS still can't take a straight up fight. So, Colorful is not being given the fight that he wants. FoCuS also has his unit split up. Little ragtag group in the south. And they might be able to get this Tree of Life by themselves.
A player's forces are under attack.
Is there a way to respond? Doesn't look like it. About to clean up the towers here, keeping the talents away, tanking with the heroes, but he needs to get back to his second base if he wants to secure it. No, okay, now there's Nature's Blessing. A little late, and he's willing to at least try to defend it. Here comes the town portal. FoCuS not getting fooled. Aiming for the Tinker. TP goes through. That's a kill. He's greedy. He wants that third hero again. And with a 120 crit, he gets it. Town portal on the Shadowhunter. A few units will be falling, but with the echo advantage, FoCuS can afford that.
Alright, Colorful back to one mining base only. But he's got lots of gold. He's been losing Trees of Life, but not too much else if we discount the Tinker, who's now benched for quite some time. FoCuS also lots of gold on his side, by the way.
Yeah.
And yeah, this one might still take some time.
Okay, hope you guys are ready. Expo being repaired, which is nice. Upper right is scouted. As Colorful is growing another tree at the bottom right-hand side. Second career as a gardener. Doesn't take that much care of his trees, though. There's not much room to improve for Colorful in terms of army and heroes. For FoCuS, of course, there's still tier 3. And that base is up now. With 3 towers once again.
Yes. I wonder what the best investment would be here
A player's
to
forces
spend the
are
money
under
on. 10 minutes, baby!
Yeah.
10-minute Sentry Wards.
As the game slows down a little, thank you very much. About to go AFK for the raid and Backpferd for the 3-month resub. You're awesome! Thank you. You're awesome too.
Thank you, thank you. Alright, here's the blade. One-man racking machine.
A player's forces are under attack.
And more items. Finally, some bonus damage for the blade as well with the Boots of Kel'Thalas from the lab at the bottom. Ooh, Colorful is getting dicey. 2,200 gold for FoCuS.
Staff of Silence here from the red. That could be really good.
Could ideally prevent like a Windwalk when you don't expect it. Could prevent a heal wave. Oh, I think FoCuS didn't see the new tree at 12 o'clock. Very good that he's scouting at the red though. See, creep still remaining. Let's go for it.
Shadowhunter TPing out again. FoCuS is playing the game of chicken here. He's not taking a fight for the longest time, but he has broken into upkeep. Once he gets that huge 80 supply army, maybe he's going to be willing to engage. Needs a couple more Berserkers though, I think.
More damage is always more good. Second expansion by FoCuS at the red spot. There will probably be a fight about that as the Tree of Life at the 12 o'clock has the same destination. Playmaster really underwhelming, man. Can't even kill a High Priest.
Oh, with a crit. He finally may. Demon's level 5. His damage output could be sick. Oh, and he's finally retraining. We're gonna have mana burn in the end here. Very good against the Shadowhunter, of course. But honestly, is that the right call? Like, there's gonna be so much Orc army. Doesn't he need that immolation?
Yeah, against the TC I would have loved it, especially if base race is a thing. But here, I'm not too sure. Shadowhunter close to level 5. Town Portal forced once again. FoCuS buying a lot of time for that base in the north. And Colorful not counter-expanding anymore. We are approaching empty main bases. There it is. And the Tree of Eternity is waddling over.
Yeah, FoCuS playing it slow and methodical. He's got a big tactical lead here. When the Tree of Eternity moves out, like we see it now, he's going to see it with the Sentry Wards, and he's always got the chance to pounce on it and destroy it with all the damage that he has from the Raiders. So, it seems like Colorful is forced to babysit his tree, and if he does that, how is he going to deal with the Orc expansions?
I'm not too sure. Oh, finds the peons now. But yeah, thanks to all the vision on the map, FoCuS knows exactly what's up. There is a town portal, no moonwells here, of course, no instant reinforcements. But okay, can Colorful hold his tech and one last remaining tree?
FoCuS trying to commit for it. He's got the Invo Potion on the Blade Master, but also lots of Cyclone that he has to deal with. That is not the best fight for him. He's going to TP out once more. I wonder how many TPs he's used. It's been quite a few. But this is what FoCuS can do over and over. Just always go for the Tree of Eternity. Colorful will always have to come back.
Exactly. Colorful does have a second base up in the north now. Move to the upper right hand side. And FoCuS is investing into tons of towers. Which won't help him in the fight, of course. Tree moving back.
A town is under siege.
And maybe Colorful realizes how vulnerable that tree is going to be if it's out on the map. He's got the Tree of Life top right. Maybe that can be his source of income.
Tree of Life can do two things at the same time, entangle and destroy. Speaking of destroying, Tri-Hero combo again against the towers. 5-4-2, not too bad. Potions, heal scrolls, all available. Rune braces for FoCuS, not the greatest. And this is again a TP traded. Pretty defensive position for FoCuS.
Yeah, he wasn't really taking any fights so far this game, but this is a great position for a fight. Got all those towers here, and he's got the level 5 Shadow Hunter now. It is level 3 Serpent Wards, which are quite a beauty to behold against Talons. Colorful still seems to be quite far behind, but he has held on to this game for now.
And FoCuS, this 2,000 gold bank quickly disappeared due to all the static defense. 65 supply though, 2 heal scrolls. Would almost love to see a Tome of Retraining. But Serpent Wards are of course fantastic in this situation as well. Oh, Colorful! We need to come up with a plan.
Tree of Eternity. Gonna root again at the expansion. But it is, of course, all seen. Everything is seen by the eye of the beholder here, which is the Sentry Wards.
But it's only 6 minutes left on these Sentry Wards, Remo.
Oh my god, dude, the duration is so short.
Okay, push on the left-hand side now. Colorful trying to find the hole in the defense, the crack in the shield, but it's just... there is none. The second Colorful attacks, FoCuS is giving the go as well. And with Raiders, you destroy trees really quickly.
Yeah, this is always the big concern in 2-base. The Orc army is just so much better at base raiding with the damage and also with the pillage, of course. Colorful is finally gonna get this Great Hall, this first expansion. He's gonna take it out at long last. But, oh boy, he's gonna be losing a lot in the trade.
Exactly. Lots of wisps falling. And now FoCuS has arrived in the base. This could be all productions. Colorful, did you calculate this correctly? Looks like it. Yep. Okay, but here's the big fight soon. Colorful is walking back because, of course, there's no tree in the main.
FoCuS getting so much gold as well from these raiders, dude. Oh, I think FoCuS got a grin on his face. That's the trade of a lifetime right here.
Yep.
Yeah, bro, go ahead, kill my expansion, see what I do. And he's taking out every building aside from the Tree of Eternity.
Okay, then. No production anymore for Colorful. No moon wells, no regen. Colorful has to fight and smash that fight. But FoCuS, he can just TP out. Damage is done.
He's got such a big supply lead now. I think you can just take the fight now. Pop the invul, see how many crits you get. And the Serpent Wards are so good against the Talons as well. FoCuS finally far enough ahead to steamroll this fight. Yeah, the demon is strong, but he ain't strong enough.
Looks like it.
Even if Slash would disagree.
Tinker on the menu. Kodo has not eaten yet. Nice setup with the Serpent Wards protecting the Shaman. Raiders and Grunts in the front line are falling. Demon Hunter's super sturdy, but there's always the spell, and FoCuS ties it up. This series between the two, as always, goes to map 3.
Long, drawn-out game. Colorful here. His patience was tested. In the end, FoCuS makes the tactical play work really well. It wasn't a very spectacular game, but it was well played. FoCuS knew what he had to do. And I think that map is almost impossible for Night Elf, dude. And until somebody comes up with something new and, you know, innovative, aka Moon, I think this is just, yeah, kind of a foregone conclusion.
Well, we all know that the real Night Elf innovator is Lawlight. But apart from that, you are correct. It is quite tough to win on this map, but Colorful knew this, and this is why the first map is always so important, because now it's Colorful's map choice, and I don't think it's even a question. Oh, wait, it is a question.
Oh, Tide Hunters, what?
No Amazonia.
Tide Hunters. Back in the day, it was a really good Keeper map. But there's no way he's going to play Keeper, right?
I don't think so.
It has a lot of good fighting positions for Talons, especially in the top right. There's a lot of chokes and tree lines to play around. But it's also very easy for the Orc to expand here.
Huh. Okay. This is the first series in the King of the Hill format, best of 3 King of the Hill format. On Colorful side, there's Linnell 1-0 waiting, and FoCuS is back. We got the 2 Night Elves, Lawlight and Moon. Tide Hunters will decide this one. And we kick this off. Oh boy, I'm excited. I don't know if that was the right call not to go for Amazonia, but Colorful will show us the way.
kind of like it though. On AZ, if the early game goes bad for the Niles, you can really get bullied super hard by the tier 2 orc. And if you're left alone, you can creep very fast with immolation on this map.
True that. Also in the very beginning stages, at the Murloc camps, and then it all accelerates from there. FoCuS left-hand side, colorful right-hand side. We would be very surprised to see any other matchup than Blade Master Demon Hunter.
Yeah, indeed. Fast here has taken the back seat for quite some time. Same for the Keeper for many players. Not for Moon though. We've seen Moon with a good amount of Keeper, but Colorful loves the Demon Hunter. And here he is again.
Okay. And Blade Master on FoCuS, of course. There's a marketplace here. And there's only one shop. So shop control for invo potions and heal scrolls is pretty important.
Yeah, absolutely. This is where, if the orc has a good early, if he can start taking control, this way can really double down and bully the elf, buying the heal scrolls over and over, stealing the invulns. Especially if you force the TP early, and the elf is kind of forced to turtle, play passive, or, you know, expose himself at great risk. Seems like there's quite a bit of pressure on Colorful here. If he missteps early, things can get difficult very fast.
And is that the new norm that I'm seeing here? I think that we saw it yesterday. Engine of War on the left-hand side.
Peon!
You really feel for him, hey? I like that. Yeah, that didn't necessarily work super well. Ring of Regen on the Demon Hunter. Speaking of gifts.
The peon pull, though, you know, the sacrifice may have been worth it. If the blade steals both creeps here, that's huge. Willingness by FoCuS to be aggressive early. Doesn't even have salves. But Colorful wants to not give up these creeps too easily, but seems like he must.
Can't go for mana burn or anything. That's creep number 1. Demon Hunter far away from level 2. But that item might have been worth it. Both with successful plays in the beginning. Colorful now has to go to the Sea Turtle. Blade Master. Oh, is he in time?
So big! Oh my god, dude, that would have been such a big play. His movement was just a bit off. He wanted to go to the shop first. He wasted just like half a second. Dude, that would have been so big if he gets that.
Got the item at least. Tells the town portal dust encircled now for him. So first round of shop control to FoCuS. Yeah, this is almost Quake-esque, where you always aim for the armor and weapons. Same situation here. FoCuS teching and Colorful teching. Really adopted the Talon playstyle again.
Dude, in Quake it always blew my mind that those guys had the timings down every time and would always remember, you know, when the next item would be spawning. That would have not been my jams.
Counting is hard, eh?
Counting is really hard, bro. Double mantle would be very good for Shadowhunter second.
Would also be nice for some TC mana. There are some chokes here when the talents clump up. The heavy cow artillery hits. Claws +5. Okay. Equipment is pretty nice for both of them. Colorful didn't get much done in the past 2 minutes.
He hasn't been creeping that much. Why didn't he creep the green with immolation? Why didn't he creep the little green in the middle with immolation?
You're Colorful's best friend. I don't know.
Oh, he's creeping this camp away now. That's pretty cool. Gonna get an item here as well. And that... Is that level 3? It might just...
Big Invul Potion. The best item when you're playing against Talons. 15 seconds, no Cyclone.
And with the Demon Hunter hurt kind of already, FoCuS can perhaps freely clear the natural. What's the second hero? It is Shadowhunter, it is Lodge, so it's gonna be expansion again.
Why not? Worked on Twisted. Had to fight hard for it though. We get the War Mill for that as well, as we need reinforced defenses. And on the other side, Colorful is not changing up anything either. Tier 3 into Talons, waiting for the Beastmaster. Both first heroes well equipped and well leveled.
Oh, slippers for the demon. He's got some really good DPS. This Ring of Region, by the way, has been mucho nice.
Yep, it's a very good item. You heard it here first on Back to Warcraft, and then players started to love it as well. As so often, Remo, we are the visionaries of this game.
A player's forces are under attack.
We are the ones teaching the pro players. That's right, Twitch.
We are the ones.
Shadow Hunter, though, doesn't have the easiest camps to creep, as the Demon Hunter took it away earlier. Where's the Shaman? Not out quite yet. But here's the Hex. Very good against the Demon Hunter. It also disables Immolation for the duration.
And there was a rhyme. Very well done. Beastmaster's here, but limited input. I think he just wants to cancel some healing. That shop, I guess, FoCuS when he constructed it. He knew he had to rebuild it at some point.
Shouldn't he be defending it though with Hex? Oh, I guess not. Selling some more items. Now the first Shaman is out. That makes things a lot easier. Especially once you have 2 Shaman, the Quill Beasts become much more manageable. But Colorful's doing a good job. At least slowing down the expansion. Not sure if he can prevent it, but he can certainly slow it down by a bit.
Oh, that burrow would be a nice pick. Hex against the blade against the Demon Hunter once again. Ring of Region and all that armor is paying off. The miss is coming in as well. It's still a hold, and that's important. FoCuS can go up to 51 now. Plus, there's a little bit of safety for the peons. Needs some repair and needs reinforced defenses, but defenses are ready in a bit.
Going for the tower early before the expansion. FoCuS doesn't feel the need to rush the expo here. Lumber for him looking a bit low. That's because he just got the upgrades, especially reinforced, very expensive. And beyond that, the Orc doesn't need much lumber anymore aside from the expansion. Daytime now, by the way. Heal scrolls available. Who got it? Blade got it. Oh, that's a big deal.
Plus the big invul that he still got from before. I love it. Tinker out. Waiting for the Cyclone upgrade. Colorful. Wasting some time there. Maybe a little low on lumber as well. We get a confirmation, by the way, by Warcraft legend Zerta. He said, I left the Ring of Region on the ground before I listened to the podcast. And yeah, I mean, if a former pro player says it, must be true.
Ring of Region still in the Demon Hunter. Still has that good inventory. Gallon Master training is finally coming, but it takes a while. That might be enough time for the Great Hall. FoCuS right now wants to tango. He's got the heal scroll, and he knows if he can keep Colorful busy here in the middle, he will have the expansion in around 2 minutes.
Could need some heal selves, could need some time. Blade Master's checking the right-hand side for counter expansions, but it's not growing there. Ancient of War in position for more creeping, and both leave each other to their devices. Second tower coming up as well. The defense looks good. Army is not where it's supposed to be yet, though.
Big item here, the belt for the Beastmaster, actually not bad at all. FoCuS looking for the creep jack. No, he's not. Going to go creeping himself. Look towards level 3 Shadow Hunter. And it seems like the time has been bought. Great Hall is halfway through. Seems like it's finished. Or can Colorful still find that cancel?
Rune Bracers doesn't reduce Cyclone duration, so it's more or less useless. Would be quite cool, actually, if it would do that as well. But yeah, Colorful for the first time in a while. Aggressive, Cyclone on the blade at 50%. There's very little mana. Is he forcing the big invul? Whoa! Huge trade for Colorful.
There's also time for FoCuS. Again, Colorful is being kept busy. This is all these seconds ticking down for the expansion. It's more than 2/3 done now. Backed up by 2 towers and the burrow, and the army's close by. I think that was a decent investment for the big invul. This secured the expansion to finish. And that is supposed to be FoCuS's win condition. Oh, Colorful, are you really gonna push in here, buddy? Don't be risky.
He's thinking about it. Not too sure. Okay, he's growing a tree at the south as the counter. For a brute force attack, this was a little late. But FoCuS kind of trapped there as well. Wherever he goes, Colorful will probably follow.
Forces are under attack.
Pulling out the red camp.
Oh,
Fence there and a surround. Might be able to get it, but nope, not yet. Level 2 FoCuS not looking that good, especially in the shadow. Selecting that level 3. And so we gotta try to dodge fights for quite a while again, just like we saw earlier.
Yeah, why not? Attack upgrades still come in. We're banking at 5,600 gold. Another round. Oh, no shop control. 5 seconds till the next heal scroll. Colorful got that down. But it feels like FoCuS knows that there's a Tree of Life somewhere.
Forces are under
Yeah,
attack.
great Raider scouting. And now he's seen it. Does he have a tele still? No.
Town is under attack.
Are the Raiders enough though?
Should be. Must be. But is this attack by Colorful enough? Is the question. He's trying to force a retreat. 1 tower down. Lots of peons in for repair. That tree, I don't know if it was cancelled or not. Should be. And FoCuS not defending.
Again, he can go for the counterattack. Does he have pillage this time?
Yes.
Almost. Alright, he's faster with it. And again, this is gonna be painful. This is the power of Raiders and the power of Cement upgrade nowadays. Colorful gets the destruction of the towers, but he may not have the time for the actual Great Hall.
Decision making needs to be on point now. Serpent Ward's poking in. FoCuS will be supply blocked almost. Loses a lot of peons, but in return, Colorful is supply blocked too. FoCuS gets more and more gold. It's 1 Demon Hunter basically alone here. And with Immolation, he can do some good damage. But the infrastructure is what hurts. And man, this Great Hall is still more than 1,000 HP.
Towers and the burrows bought so much time. Maybe the Great Hall falls in the end, but this is still such a good trade for FoCuS.
And it's really important for his team that FoCuS gets the win here. You really don't want Moon or Lawlight versus Colorful on these maps. Whew, painful attack. Colorful stuck at 50 supply for a long time, has to rebuild 2 or more Moonwells. Can't go for any production. The Great Hall is still up, and Town Poles were traded.
If Colorful attacks again though, maybe he has the time here to take out the Great Hall. Would have loved to see FoCuS making more peons so that after the TP he could set up towers instantly. He was a little bit late with the towers, and it's only 1 tower coming up right now. Slight mistake, I think, by FoCuS. He should have been setting up those new towers right away. But anyways, Colorful finds the time to move across the map, get the kill this time. He will have to TP home soon though.
Okay, some of our viewers find the time to support us. Thank you, Cody, for the 213 sub, and Bro Beans Dude for your Prime. Peons evacuating, repairing. Demon Hunter again staffed home, but all on the cost of Moonwells.
Alright. Lots of ensnares as well to keep the Demon Hunter pinned exactly the way you want to do it. The Shredder needs to be careful. That's an easy kill.
Shop goes down. It's no more potions, no more clarities. The Great Hall is finally gonna fall, so that objective has been acquired, but if you trade an expansion for a main base, that's always in your favor.
Powerful though. Stop the Expo. He's always taking some losses here in the main base, but I guess he can rebuild. He's got all the lumber he needs thanks to the Shredder. What FoCuS, I think, needs to do is clear the bottom left expansion so he can try to expand in 2 positions if he has the resources. Speaking of resources, though, FoCuS has no more lumber. All those towers, man, they cost lots of lumber.
Yeah, maybe he didn't rebuild too many peons. There's only apparently 2. Okay. He also just queued melee weapons upgrade, which is, as you all know, very expensive in lumber.
Scout saw where FoCuS was. He's gonna get caught here and probably gonna have to TP out again. Colorful is making a difficult game work, it seems like.
Yeah, showing a great mind for the game. Now into the Serpent Wards. He wants the experience, gets both of it, and the TP out. That was expensive, adding up. Colorful, of course, can't really put too much into his army because he had to rebuild 3 to 4 Moonwells. It's also very expensive. This is still everybody's game.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. I wonder if FoCuS should have been managing a Shredder somehow into this build. Easier said than done, of course. Shredder's pretty expensive. But yeah, the lumber is really hurting him. But he's got a whole bunch of raiders. Colorful still has to be on his toes. He can't slip. Otherwise, the main base is going to be going real quick.
We have no speed scroll, only a TP. Demon Hunter getting ensnared immediately. Not the best surface area for these raiders to attack now, because whenever they're here, they're getting close to the tree. You don't really want that. Both are at 50, both are banking. Colorful with better resources.
We also have lots of time still in the main bases, so we're far, far from mined out. And last map, it was really the level 5 Shadowhunter with the crazy level 2 Serpent, level 3 Serpent Wards that were kicking the Talon's butts in the very end. And this time around, Shadowhunter is going to need a lot longer for that level 5.
Thank you, Tim Bear, for the 42-month resub. Happy Easter to all of you. And thank you. This Archer causing quite some trouble. It's another cancel, 100%. That buys FoCuS some time for another attack.
Colorful knows it right away. Staffing home the big boy. A bit more pillage money.
Exactly, but nope. Not the biggest lumber. No shop. Oh, Demon Hunter caught 135. He wants to trade that big heal potion.
Hex!
Not there yet. It's an invo potion used on the blade, so he can't be Cyclone currently. He's just going for it. He's just going for the hero. Oh, this smells like overcommitment to me.
He's got the TP, but does he have the time to use it? Still Cyclone up in the air. Jonas may have to run.
Was he getting frustrated? This looks really weird. Cyclone over and over and over again. A full mana shaman running into the army. Uh-oh, FoCuS. Did you just throw the game away?
Yeah, that was a very bad trade. Even losing another shaman on the way out. Why didn't he use the Hex? Maybe he felt like the timing wasn't right. He needed to wait a bit longer. But Colorful holds on to his first hero, and that was a great trade for the Night Elf.
And with that, Colorful is in the lead. If he continues to stop the expansions, which are now on the bottom left, that's his game to take. Very, very botched fight by FoCuS there. This decision making a little off. Not fully concentrated anymore. It's a long series by now. We are over 1 hour in-game time.
Quell Beasts saw the next expansion. Oh, the heal ward. Man, that was a nice find. Last charge, though. No heal ward anymore. Colorful in the middle of the map.
FoCuS has no invul. Colorful got them both.
Colorful expanding in the north. Cheeky.
FoCuS has a
FoCuS
TP.
again, going for the base.
Yeah, but
Is there time to get the Great Hall cancel?
okay. Looks like it should be an easy cancel, to be honest. Did he calculate this well? I don't think so.
Oh.
Ooh, stands at 50. And now we go onto the Tree of Eternity. Lots of Raiders in the air on Twisted. FoCuS calculated this correctly, but now Raiders are all suffering. Heroes high up in the air. He wants something out of this attack. More with the Shredder, but Blade Master can't use
Oh my god.
the town portal. FoCuS loses absolutely everything.
Oh boy. That was very expensive. Didn't get the tree. At least the Great Hall finished. But it's very, very damaged.
It's only 2 towers. Colorful killed that before. FoCuS kind of stubborn running into that base once again. And now Colorful got a supply lead, which is not normal in this matchup. And these 2 towers, they just tickle the demon.
Yeah, he He is so strong now. The level 3 Tinker here also with a pocket factory. Super strong against these buildings. And now this Great Hall is certainly going to fall. FoCuS must get a good trade in return.
And what's it gonna be? Demon Hunter is home in seconds once again, buying time from Beastmaster, and FoCuS army is so small. Can they even fight the Demon Hunter alone with the support of Moonwells? I doubt it!
Yeah, exactly. It's not enough stuff anymore. The Blade Master has some decent damage, but he's too hurt. And no heal to support him. Colorful in the meantime is expanding in the north, and the Night Elf very close here to getting the first point for the team.
But the Great Hall's still standing. He didn't go through with it. Again. FoCuS is poking. It's so annoying. Buying a little bit of time that's left. And a good escape this time if the Talons can't reach against the speed scroll. And maybe on the way back, he's scouting that expansion.
Yeah, if he sees the expansion, should be an easy kill, unless Colorful is willing to TP to it. But he hasn't seen it yet. The Wisp and the Tree of Life have slipped through the net. FoCuS has been on the aggressive, not so much concerned with his own natural. He's got sentry wards out on the map now, but not plastered everything yet.
Yeah, on Twisted I was thinking, hey, that red spot upper left that was never fully cleared, is that maybe a spot where FoCuS isn't scouting? But now the peons are moving over and they are in for a big surprise.
Town is under siege.
Tower's now going to be taken out. Big Daddy Demon staffed home to solo this Orc army again.
A player's force.
Those Serpent Wards give a little bit of experience every time here and there.
Oh yeah, level 5.2. Same for the Quilbies though. But we're not close to super important levels. Towers cleared up. New towers in the north. And the fight in Colorful's base. That's a free Talon or two.
Tinker level 4. That's a great level up as well. Even stronger now with the Pocket Factory. Beastmaster also about to be level 4. Colorful expanding in many different positions. Looks like Colorful is tightening the noose.
Oh, he's switching the target to the Demon Hunter once again, but he has a potion. Late Master might be stuck with his own Serpent Wards. Oh, close affair. And yeah, that is a not so great haul. And Colorful just expanding at the south again.
And guess what? Main base is now run dry. TP north, towers cancelled. FoCuS about to get checkmated.
I think so too. What's left? He's soon up against 3 bases. Needs a miraculous hero kill. Uh-oh. Cyclone. No mana for Windwalk for 2 seconds. Not getting it.
It's back again to defend. He bought an item, a TP at home, staffing north to have the TP to be safe. Colorful with exceptional staff play here, wonderfully always available with the heroes where he needed to be, always in position when he needed to defend. And these Raider run-bys are very scary like we saw earlier, but Colorful knows very well how to play against it. Really, really good counter lane play here by Colorful, map 3.
Yeah, and FoCuS out of gold. The only gold he gets now is the one he gets from Pillage. And that shouldn't last for too much longer. He kills a lot of Talons here next to the tree, but that won't save him the game. He's close to level 5, but Tinker has 2 potions. Easy to heal up. FoCuS calls it. GG gives it up. And Colorful, really nice strategic play here. Takes the series home for himself, Lin, and 1-0.
Well fought series though, was really close for large parts. Only map 2, Twisted Meadows, looked kind of hopeless, just strategically speaking, but this was a good encounter. And could have gone either way, thinking back to map 1 especially, FoCuS really close to winning that one, but Colorful squeezes it out. And that's one important point, one of only 3 that you will need to at least secure the ace match.
Exactly, and of course, if you have Lin and 1-0 as your teammates, you shouldn't be too worried, I guess. So the question now is, who steps in the ring for Hype Boy? Is it Lawliot, who hates to play Chinese Night Elves? Or Is it Moon? We will see this very match, Colorful versus Moon in the TP League quarterfinals, by the way. So, little warm-up for both of them, if this is the case. We take a tiny little break, and then we'll see what we're gonna get.